What's the best part for you about being a Buckeye now?
Being a Buckeye, just being here, getting away from St. Louis, really. I just wanted to get away from St. Louis. It's a whole new environment. Everybody, it's just like you can relax in, like the environment just being in Columbus, really. That was the biggest thing for me. Like, St. Louis is hard. You ain't got to worry about too much going on. You can just be here, be the student athlete, and just take care of everything you got to take care of.
Thanks. Welcome to town, man.
Thank you.
What's the last several months been like for you? You made a decision. You wanted to enroll early, so you had to change schools. You didn't really play this year. What was that preparation like then to get here, and kind of, I guess talk me through your last several months and kind of how you prepared to get here?
Basically, the weekdays, I lifted and ran throughout the week. Then on the field, my trainer, he coached at another high school, so I only used to hit the field really on the weekends. But Coach Hart and Coach Keenan, they just basically told me the biggest thing was try to be in shape before I get here, because we all could play football, you can develop all those skills, but being in shape is the thing we most had to be prepared for. So I just ran and lifted mostly throughout the week.
And kind of how important was that, those relationships with Coach Hartline and Coach Bailey? Just, it's got to be tough. You're a football player, you want to play football. So, you're going through that, you're not really able to play. How important were those, relationships to help kind of as a support system to kind of get you through these last few months so you can get here and be ready to go?
When everything first happened, telling Coach Key and Coach Hart, that day is when I knew, all right, these are some good coaches. They got the best interest in me, because everybody was asking me, do Ohio State know you still gonna go there? I still got the offer. But Coach Hart and Coach Key was telling me, once you're a Buckeye, you're a Buckeye. They know I could play. Just come in and work. Everything gonna be good. So they just stayed solid with me through the whole time. So that's when I knew, this is where I need to be then.
What's been the, maybe the toughest challenge here the last few weeks? Do more football stuff here next month, but, just kind of early impressions and kind of what's been some of the biggest hurdles, for you so far?
The biggest hurdles, I would say, biggest thing for me that I got to adapt to, I need to get more sleep. I'm realizing how important sleep is, knowing we get up early and you got to get sleep. High school, you could barely get sleep and you just make it through workouts, practice, and games because you ain't playing nobody for real. But getting a lot of sleep helps workouts in the mornings. If you don't get a sleep, it's gonna be hard workouts. And then also another big hurdle for me was I could just say to today, mat drills. Yesterday, we had mat drills. We got through it today. It was some hard mat drills. But the older guys, they come and help you with anything. So you're gonna make it through. You really ain't got no choice. You're gonna make it through, but it's just how you make it through.
Who's helping you, among maybe the veterans? There's some good guys that have been through this before. Is there anyone specifically you've been kind of latched onto?
Jay Harris. I didn't know him that much before, but since I've been here, he been helping me a lot. Cam Babb and Jamison Williams. Them be the main out of the receiver groups, the older guys. Them and C.J. Saunders. Him and Jay Harris, I would say probably the top two ones that been pushing me. Because C.J., I feel like he probably the hardest working person I've met since I've been here out of the receivers. He got a lot of heart in him. He work hard. I feel like he gonna be the one to make sure, especially me, we played at the same position. He gonna make sure that I'm on track with everything.
CJ must think he's coming back, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope he do too. He deserves it.
Thanks.
Mookie, I was watching your highlight tape when you was a jet sweep, and you're the lead blocker. You just go and take a guy out of his cleats. What about you? Is that part of your game? Why is that important to you as a good blocker?
Because I feel besides I like hitting people. I feel good at just hitting somebody, but especially once you build relationships with your teammates, I feel good. I'd be happy when somebody score. If you can contribute to that, I'd be just as happy. I'll run down to the end zone with somebody. But I just feel like scoring in general. I just like scoring in general. I don't care who did it, but I just like scoring and helping.
You mentioned Jamison. I talked to him back in December, asked him about you. He had a lot of good things to say. Keeping that St. Louis to Ohio State connection going, what does that mean?
That's my boy Jamison. I've been knowing him since I was 7 years old. I've been playing Little League football with him. But we just coming up here, St. Louis, not Cali, Texas, Florida, none of that. So we just coming in here showing St. Louis got the same amount of dogs too. It don't matter where you're from, you come and ball, you can ball. So I just feel like that's all it is.
And he was just a freshman last year. How has he been taking you through this freshman experience this year?
He just been telling me like certain things he went through. He just telling me now how I can approach them, what not to do. He went through it, so he just telling me what to expect basically. So it's just like he's just helping me get every step of the way.
You St. Louis guys always have a chip on your shoulder. Why is that?
Cause just like living in St. Louis, you gotta have a chip on your shoulder. Like you gotta have a reason to why you're doing everything. Cause like it's a lot of people will hate on you. A lot of people doubt everything. Cause in St. Louis, don't nobody really do nothing with their life for real. So it's like, even if you is doing something with your life, a lot of people gonna knock you because they not doing nothing with your life. So you already brought up in an environment where you gotta prove somebody wrong. So it's just like, that's already what it is. You just gotta prove people wrong.
How does that drive you?